Time now for your forecast first. WRBL News 3 First Alert Weather.
We had a lot of active weather on Thursday. This morning, however, we are calm. Here's a look at our satellite and radar. We've got clouds and maybe a few little sprinkles or showers out there. But overall this morning, we're going to stay pretty quiet. Watching visibility just a little bit closely. It keeps kind of going down and going back up, so it's varying in some spots. But overall, for right now, we're doing good. 70 degrees in LaGrange, 71 degrees in Fort Gaines, and 71 in Columbus. So we're just a little bit cooler than 24 hours ago. And for the rest of today, we are going to keep clouds around, a stray shower or rumble of thunder possible later on this afternoon.
Thank you, Nicole. Straight ahead, the Columbus Chamber welcomes a new president and CEO. Why this is an historic moment. Coming up, the man charged with the killing of Anaya Blanchard now faces additional murder charges in another case. Plus, some states now requiring residents to wear masks in public. What Columbus Mayor Skip Henderson says about the possibility of that happening here. News 3 This Morning starts now.
On your side, this is News 3 This Morning.
We've made it, everyone. It is Friday, and good Friday morning to you. Welcome to News 3 This Morning. It's an honor to have you with us. I'm Greg Lloyd. My friend and co-anchor Bria Berry will see you later today for News 3 Midday. Well, the man charged in the murder of Anaya Blanchard now faces 2 new charges in a Montgomery cold case. Last night, the Montgomery County District Attorney announced charges against 29-year-old Ibrahim Yazid. Yazid is now charged with murder and attempted murder in a 2018 case that left one person dead and a second seriously injured. He was previously charged with 2 counts of capital murder and 1 count of kidnapping in the 2019 killing of Auburn teenager Anaya Blanchard. And a reminder to stay up to date on the latest headlines from WRBL. We invite you to download the News 3 app. It's free. Be sure to turn on the notifications, and that way you don't miss alerts about breaking news. Well, the Greater Columbus Chamber of Commerce has made an historic announcement, naming its first African-American president and CEO. He comes to Columbus from Atlanta with a strong background in economic development. News 3's Chuck Williams introduces us to Gerald Mitchell.
That was the sound of change in the 173-year-old Greater Columbus Chamber of Commerce. Gerald Mitchell comes to Columbus from Atlanta. He called being the first black chamber president here in Columbus a humbling experience.
When you're in the business community and when you're a minority in the business community, whether it's the first African American in a position or not, I think that you have to address things prudently, and you have to act and traverse with a certain degree of professionalism and character at all times.
Go ahead.
Mitchell has been Vice President of Economic Development for the Atlanta Beltline, Inc., a $4.5 billion project. Prior to that, he was Director of Innovation for the Savannah Economic Development Authority. The Development Authority of Columbus is housed at the Chamber, and Mitchell will be responsible for the city's industry and job recruitment. Chamber Chairman Pace Halter says if you're focusing on Mitchell's race, you're making a mistake.
First of all, I just don't know that it's relevant. And second of all, I think if that is the focus, the issue then becomes that the rest of his accomplishments and what qualifies him for the job immediately become less important and secondary. And at the end of the day, the decision was made based on that only.
Reporting from the Greater Columbus Chamber of Commerce, Chuck Williams, WRBL News 3, on your side.
And Mitchell's strong background will be critical when he officially takes the post in September as the Gildan plant on Corporate Ridge Parkway in Columbus prepares to close. The Georgia Department of Labor says the Gildan plant currently employs 154 people. A spokesperson for the department says the plant is set to close August 21st. This is the second Gildan facility in Columbus to shut down operations. The plant on 4th Avenue closed in July of last year and had employed 80 workers. 30 of those employees were transferred to the Corporate Ridge location. This morning, Toyota is alerting customers about a new vehicle recall. They are recalling hundreds of thousands of their electric vehicles over an issue with the fail-safe mode. The automaker announced the safety recall Wednesday. It encompasses about 267,000 Prius and Prius V models in the U.S. According to Toyota, the fail-safe driving mode in certain cars does not act as intended, and because of that, it could lose power and stall, which increases the risk of a crash. Now, that recall focuses on certain 2013 to 2015 Prius models and Prius V models made from 2014 through 2017. Toyota plans to notify affected owners of this recall officially by late August. They say owners can then take their cars to dealerships for an update of their software at no charge. We want to thank you so much for trusting WRBL News 3 on this Friday morning. It's great to have you with us, and we have a lot more ahead for you. Coming up, a Democrat-backed police reform bill passes in the House of Representatives, but why it's unlikely to be approved by the Senate. First, let's check back in with meteorologist Nicole Phillips.
Great, so today temperatures will warm up. We'll get into the upper 80s to near 90. We've got a chance for just a stray shower later on this afternoon. I'll time it out for you coming up in the next 5 to 10 minutes.
Thank you, Nicole. And if you haven't done so, we'd love for you to connect with us here at News 3. We invite you to like and follow our WRBL3 Facebook page. All of us who work here have a WRBL page too. We invite you to follow them all. We'd love that. News 3 This Morning returns in just a moment.